Operation STARFISH Prime was a pivotal high-altitude nuclear test conducted by the United States on the 9th of July 1962 as part of a larger series of tests under Operation Dominic. STARFISH was aimed at understanding the effects of a nuclear explosion in the upper atmosphere and had far-reaching implications for both scientific research and military strategy. The 1.4 megaton thermonuclear warhead was launched aboard a rocket from Johnston Atoll, a remote island in the Pacific Ocean that was strategically chosen to minimize the risk to populated areas. It detonated at an altitude of 400 kilometers. The test was designed to study how such an explosion would interact with the Earth's magnetosphere, ionosphere, and the resulting electromagnetic pulse effects on communication systems and electronics. Upon detonation, the explosion released an immense amount of energy, creating a brilliant flash visible over a huge distance away. Witnesses described great white fingers like an unclenching fist, green, purple, and red lights, the sky dully burning, blocking out the stars, and tremendous white rainbows, which dazzled for 7 straight minutes. The Hilo Tribune Herald described the explosion by writing, "It looked as though the heavens had belched forth a new sun that flared briefly, but long enough to set the sky on fire." Other witnesses remembered that the whole sky lit up in every direction, as if it were noon, and some spectators as far away as Fiji, about 3,000 kilometers away, called the explosion breathtaking. One of the most notable outcomes was the generation of a powerful EMP, or electromagnetic pulse, which caused substantial electrical disturbances. In Hawaii, over 1,400 kilometers away, streetlights went out and telecommunication systems experienced failures. The EMP also caused considerable damage to satellites in orbit, which marks an early and critical understanding of the vulnerability of satellites to high-altitude nuclear blasts. Additionally, the explosion produced artificial auroras visible across a vast portion of the Pacific region. These auroras were caused by the interaction of the explosion's particles with the Earth's magnetic field, creating vivid and colourful displays in the sky. Another significant result was the creation of artificial radiation belts around the Earth, which persisted for several years. Some reports say up to a decade. The international reaction to the test was profound. The visible and far-reaching consequences of the explosion drew global attention and concern, highlighting the destructive potential of nuclear weapons beyond the immediate effects of the blast. This, along with other tests, spurred international efforts to control nuclear testing. In 1963, just a year after Operation STARFISH Prime, the Partial Test Ban Treaty was signed, prohibiting nuclear tests in the atmosphere, outer space, and underwater. Operation STARFISH Prime was a landmark event in the history of nuclear testing, providing crucial scientific data and influencing international arms control policies for decades after it took place.